Time is going to pass anyway. Don't let the hours pass without acting within the minutes. Hey, go getters, my name is Michelle, and I have to say, this is one of my biggest personal motivational catapults. Time. It is limited, at least in this dimension, and as we understand it and as we experience it. The Bible talks about time all the time. It says it in so many different ways. It has so many different metaphors for it. It has so many different references to it. And it talks about the dimensionality about it and how God's understanding of time is different from our understanding of time. I'm dying to know what that means. But until we can get to that point to where we have that opportunity, we're stuck here in this dimension, in this timeline, and we only have a limited amount. So we're here talking about our goals today because time is going to pass. We all know that. There's no getting around it. Goals are not just vague ideas that we make up in our imaginations. They are achievable, but they don't come to fruition by accident. They come by methodology and consistency. You know that if you're consistently eating poorly, you're going to have adverse health reactions. Just as you're consistently showing up at the gym, you're going to see results. The same goes for your mental health. You hire a fitness coach to build up your body and to build up your mental fortitude. You hire a life coach. One of my brothers, who is a fitness coach, once told me that things are only as complicated as you make them. Now, I was 16 at the time, and I really didn't understand what he meant, but that advice stuck with me regardless because I respected him, and he's almost a decade older than me. So I knew deep down that there was truth to what he was saying. The fact of the matter is, our daily walk boils down to choices. You either do or you don't. You can or you can't. You will or you won't. And most choices are made on a subconscious level, out of habit or necessity, perceived or otherwise. For some people, they have a strong cognitive ability to pay attention to their choices and form new habits from making new decisions. However, some people struggle doing just that. Those who don't won't get this, but those who do, are you paying attention? Just because you haven't been able to focus in the past doesn't mean you're destined to continue on that way forever. There are tools and practices that can help you make the positive life changes you want to see made, but you have to be willing to put in the work. If you're willing to put in the work, anything is possible. Want to write a book? You can do it. Want to learn a new skill? Consider it done. Unless, of course, you don't think you can, or likewise, you don't think you're good enough. You are, even when you don't believe it. That's the whole point of getting a coach. It's my job. I help you find your strengths and use them to turn your disbelief into confidence so you can fulfill your dreams. Now, if you're serious about pursuing your goals, but maybe you're looking for some clarity and guidance, look no further. I'm currently running a coaching program called Clarity and Self-Awareness, as well as a program called Fast Track to On Track. So if either of those sounds like you, be sure to check the link in the description and give me a call. It's easy, it's free, it's enlightening, and it's beneficial. It can't hurt to call, so don't hesitate. Now, I remember when I was in my mid-20s, I was talking to a friend of mine and we were discussing our futures, and we both came to this realization that we had it pretty good. We were bartenders, we worked easy hours, we made decently good money, and we were doing pretty well. But something was missing. If you've ever served, I'm sure you've heard the comment, "So what's your real job?" Or, "Oh, you're in college, right? What are you studying?" And those comments used to drive me crazy. Serving and bartending is hard. Not everybody can do it. And I always felt so belittled by those kinds of comments from people. But as I was talking to my friend, we were both coming to the same conclusion. What was missing was the lack of purpose in the job that we were currently working in. And we both knew we didn't want to be lifers. We wanted some kind of security. We wanted a more stable future for ourselves. Ironically, I went on to choose a career that lacks both of those things, but I have done well for myself. I've been able to build clientele behind the chair as a hairstylist, and it turned out to be the right choice for me because I was meant to go into entrepreneurship. I was meant to be a little bit more independent. Unlike my friend who went through more schooling than me, now she's got the PTO, she's got the great pay that she deserves, and I'm so proud of how hard she works and how far she's climbed. Now, coming back to the present, it's amazing to think how much time has passed. And I have to be honest with myself, if I had lacked ambition, I would still be bartending right now. It was comfortable. It was easy. It was familiar. But instead, I chose to try something new. I chose to get uncomfortable, to learn a new skill, to pour myself into something and let it challenge me and use it to grow, instead of sitting in the same skill that had gotten me to a plateau. It was either management at that restaurant or move on, or stay and where I was and be a bartender for the rest of my life. I chose moving on because time is going to pass, and I knew I wouldn't be happy if I had stayed. Now ask yourself this. Will you be happy if things stay how they are for you right now in a year? What about 2 years, 3 years, 5, 10? It's hard to be a visionary for your own life, but consider what I'm saying. It might just be the spark you need to make a change. It was for me. Life is too short. If you're scared or if you're uncertain, if you're hesitating, I am a personal development and mindset coach, and I can help you. Whether you reach out now or a year from now, do it. You'll be amazed at how much happier you'll be. Otherwise, you're going to be spinning your wheels, doing the same thing, expecting different results, and never actually getting anywhere. And believe me when I say that's an all too familiar issue, especially amongst people who are lacking in personal cheerleading. And a lot of times that's exactly what's happening. You don't have anybody in your corner. Or if you do have somebody in your corner, they're telling you, you can do it, but they're not walking you through how to do it. And so that is what I'm here for. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.